Now we're moving on to the corporate segment, and I have a corporate, don't think Pastor Dime and Reverend, we are just reverends, we wear a lot of sleeves and a lot of caps, but this woman is she was the first woman to bring internet services into this nation. Yes. So she's a real corporate woman. So when we're talking about the corporate corner, don't be fooled by the pastor thing that we are carrying around, but today I want to talk about team. And team, the acronym is Together Everyone Achieves Much. But today I want to stay on the T with you. Together. What does together mean? It means all inclusive, everybody. It means from your security man to your cleaner to the CEO to the MD, everyone needs to be part of the team. Everyone needs to understand the vision and the mission of the team. It means everyone needs to sacrifice for the team. It means everyone needs to contribute to the team. It means everyone also needs to benefit from the team. Okay, they need to sacrifice, yes. They need to contribute, yes, but they also need to benefit. And if any nation or any country or any institution is not taking into cognizance the complete team, your company, your institution, even your home will suffer. Because if you ignore some, what it means is that there's a favorite saying I love in Fanti. It's also, when one tree takes all the storm, it breaks. And that's so crucial for me. That makes me understand the whole thing about teamwork. That if you rest the whole company on the oars of just two brains, it's bound to crack. And I always use our film industry as an example. That if you look at the constituent of the technical crew of our film industry, you can't expect them to produce any better than they are producing, because you have one person doing three things. Now, even the scriptures talks about many advice makes victory sure. Okay, you've got to have people, a lot of people on board, different brains, different talents, to be able to work, and to be able to produce the best. So, Dr. Nanya, just give me briefly your take on teamwork, togetherness.
Yes,
in
of
the
course.
team.
I mean, you and I, we are on the same platform, Women in Leadership International, and you know how often I try to post something that will attract the voices of many, the opinions of many. There is nothing wrong with having more than one opinion, and inviting people's opinion before you make a decision, especially when the result is necessary to benefit more than you.
Okay.
Of course, even if it's just you, adding somebody's opinion before you make a decision is just an added bonus, And I think that we will never finish learning. We will never finish learning. Every day you have to put your mind in an educative mode, activate an educative mode every day. Because even from a child, you can learn something.
Absolutely.
Even from mishaps, you can learn something. So I believe that teamwork is the way to go. Most companies in Ghana collapse because of the one-man show. Even churches have issues because of the one-man show.
And even the nation.
Yes,
where
of
one
course.
party just takes over and doesn't seek information and input of
there
other
has to
people.
be collaboration, there has to be inclusiveness, there has to be togetherness. I mean, if you are from a home that is all pharmaceutical people, and I'm from a home that is all legal people, what is wrong with us bringing our minds together so we can have both worlds, And so I think that if you are running a company, and because you are the owner of the company, and so you are the only one who makes decisions from your own resources. I mean, nobody is going to take the decision-making authority from you. But you need to be a collective person where you collect different opinions, you get views about something. That's why we have meetings. That's why we have board meetings. That's why we have management meetings, and because people have ideas. You're not the only one who has ideas, and you're not the only one that God is speaking to.
Absolutely.
I believe that God is speaking to you, but He speaks to me too.
Everyone.
So if you bring me on board and you say, "Oh, Nanaya, I want to do something. What do you think about it?"
Yeah. We're chatting today.
Exactly.
We're doing the same things, but we're,
Absolutely.
I'm learning from you, learning from
absolutely.
me, and that's togetherness. This is a show that brings you practical education, for your spirit, for your emotions, your intelligence, and physical well-being, because you need to develop completely. This is the 360-degree Fix It show. And don't forget to get this book by Bishop Titi Ofe. We're going to review this book next week. And remember, let me just go through the processes. Remember your smoothie in the morning, and I'll tell you why next week. We'll do the DAR cycle of our body, and you understand why you need to stop the milky things and go for something else. I hope I'm not spoiling someone's business, but you need to eat right to get a healthy body. I mean, look at Nanaya. She's hitting 50, but look at her. She's beautiful, and I'm sure she's doing something right, okay? And then we've also talked about the importance of reading. So that book you've picked for how many months now, please pick it up today and read that book. Get your children to read. Read with your children, not to your children, with your children, so that their creative abilities can be enhanced and they can stretch their brain elasticity. If you're at work, please read on your work. Don't just say you know, you've been to university, you know. Keep reading, go on the internet, go get books concerning your particular vocation or your particular duty at work. It's so important. And of course, you know, finally, with our social segment, we are looking at dating. Dating. What is dating? What is dating? And we had a few views, but I'm sure we'll show you next week on what dating is. But for me, you know, there's a lot of confusion about dating. There's a difference between going on date and dating. Going on date could be anybody. I could go on date with Nanaya. I could go on date with Kamla here. I could go on date with anyone. But dating is a consistent, steady relationship that should not also have any physical or emotional attachments whatsoever. And that's where we are getting it wrong. But when we were growing up, what was it like? You know, were you going on dates?
Well, I didn't explore too much.
Okay.
I didn't explore too much before I even got married. And so I didn't really date too much. But I know that it is necessary, it is expedient for you to have a very comfortable marriage if the dating is supposed to lead to marriage. It's not all dating that leads to marriage. Dating, I believe, it's like when you want to get to know someone better, you know, and when it comes to dating, it doesn't have to be one person.
No.
You know, like the way we think of it. Yeah. Because there may be, you may have friends, and once a while, a friend can invite you to, let's go out for a movie, and then let's have dinner, or let's have dinner and let's go for a movie. That person may term it like, can you be my date tonight, you know, to go out with me? And maybe the person has a few ladies that he wants to size up and see how your ethics are.
So it's a learning experience.
It's a learning experience.
Getting to explore.
You don't lock yourself.
What you want. Don't lock yourself. I like that. Yeah. We'll stay right there. Don't lock yourself when you're going on dates. So, I mean, on this note, we'd like to round up the 360-degree Fix It show. Okay, and remember, don't lock yourself and go for the zesty fruit and do some reading. Until I come your way same time next week, you're going to give us your opinions, the numbers. You can also send in your comments on 020-2222-054 on WhatsApp, because today is the first show. We just left it. So you've seen what the 360-degree Fix It show is about. So next week, please give us your comments. Ask your questions about what we discussed on dating, on the health, on the books, and the reading, and we'll get back to you. Or you can email me on dimealabi@gmail.com, and I'll answer your questions. Or you have any books, just contact me and we'll get it. Or come to ETV and I'll definitely get the messages. Thank you for staying in, and the morning show still continues. Have a zesty, reading, fantastic, healthy day.